Right. Yeah, nah, bro. It's in you, bro. You know, I
It,
don't worry
it's
about Benzino. Benzino gonna be good, straight up. I
yeah.
know that. So back to the documentary. They alluded that Diddy was hitting it. He hit his mom and called her a bitch. Is that is that? Could you see him doing something like that?
Nah, nah, and nobody else did either. So for somebody to sit there and say some stupid shit like that, like, nigga, what about your deepest secrets? What about your closet? You know, Kurt Burrows got some shit in his closet that I'm sure, you know, and I'm again when I say this, I'm not sticking up for Diddy, but I want to put shit in perspective. What if somebody that's Kurt's boy comes out and tell his secrets and darkest things and shits that we all got things that you know what I don't know if Diddy and his mother had a fight and they got into an altercation. You know, I would never hit my mother. I know that ever. You know what I'm saying? But I can't act like that shit don't happen. I can't act like that. I ain't seen chicks argue with their moms and niggas argue with their moms. I ain't gonna act like I ain't see that. You know that it's hood shit. It's poverty and struggle. Black people shit up in every hood. White people too. So you know what I'm saying. I don't condone that shit at all. Hell no. That's the last person that you want to put your hands on is your mother. Even argue with her. But my thing is, you know, if nobody, if I ain't seen it from my face, I'm not gonna fucking take somebody's word for it.
Right. Um. Do you feel like Diddy had like a lot of yes men around him?
Diddy had a lot of people around him that wanted to be around him. See, it ain't got nothing to do with yes, man. They wanted. He didn't want to be. He didn't go. They wanted to be around him. They wanted to be around the life. They wanted to be around the party and the back. You know, they wasn't trying to. You know, if you know, look at you got people that go to college and go to their 9 to 5 jobs and everything who want to have nothing to do with that life. Shit, you could have been one of them, right? But no, you chose to want to be around that life. This is what comes with the life. You want to be around this all this shit. This is what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Kirk wanted to be around that life. Mark Curry wanted to be around that life. At one point, when Diddy grabbed them, they probably thought he was the greatest thing ever. It's not like they was doing anything for the culture. Sure, Mark was a producer. Kurt was a guy, was like a A&R or some type of an executive or whatever. Well, they got they fame, they got they start and they fame through Diddy. So at the time they was getting that, I'm sure Diddy was the greatest thing ever.
Right.
It's only when the money don't get right, which I can understand. Don't get me wrong. If you ain't getting the proper amount of money, but I also know it's just not the money. I also know when artists get upset because they're not shining no more and they're not selling music no more, the first person they gonna blame it on is the motherfucker who signed them.
Right. He
But
kept
if your
using it.
shit ain't popping no more, what the fuck you want to do? A nigga don't owe you for the rest of life. Read your contract. If listen, this is a business. If your contract says this is owed to you, XYZ is owed to you, then you should get what's coming. If your contract says there's nothing else I can do, we've already done what we did, then what the fuck else you want me to do?
Right. Yeah, because they were kept alluding that his contracts were like basically like terrible contracts, right?
I'm
And
saying every single contract is terrible. Every contract is designed to fuck you. It's up to you. That's why they put all this fucking words in there. They make you have to go get a lawyer. A lot of that shit, they can make it simple or one sheet and you just be like, okay. But they know that motherfuckers don't understand that shit. Who the fuck does? So, okay, it's up to you to go find the right lawyer, translate the contract into words and the understanding that you're familiar with, and then you move forward. But whatever you sign is your fucking fault. Listen, I've got caught up in bad contracts. I'm suing Universal right now for a gang of money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not, shit. This is welcome to the music business.
welcome to the music business. Um, they also alluded that he was gonna make Biggie pay for his own funeral through the
Man, listen again, bro. I don't listen, bro. Man, listen. Man, listen, man. I tell you what. This is what I can say from experience, the one time experience I can say. When I paid for Huddy's funeral, I think I paid, it was like 16,000. I think Diddy gave me 5,000. I paid 11 for Huddy's sixth funeral up in Harlem.
Mm.
Nobody else helped me with Huddy's funeral. All his guys that grew up and screamed Huddy Six, and all the Harlem guys, and all these guys that are out there hustling, and all the artists that he was a part of. And I'm not gonna say names, but none of them niggas gave a dollar.
But but who you said put 5,000 on there?
Diddy. Diddy gave
Did
me
he?
5,000. Diddy
Wow,
gave me 5,000 cash for Huddy Six's funeral. Nobody ever knew about that.
damn. Okay, all right. That puts things a little perspective right there.
Gave me five cash for Huddy's funeral. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even kicking it with Huddy, but but he remembered the Harlem World group. Huddy Six was in the Harlem World, but me and Huddy had a close friendship. We had met and we was kicking it, and I had put a group together called the Untouchables with Huddy. And me and Huddy went all around the world with Rock the Party and touring, and that was my guy. Rest in peace to Hud Six, Harlem legend. But the point is, I don't know about that Biggie shit. That don't even sound right. I know he gave me 5,000 for Huddy's funeral.
Um, our real day got on there and she stated that she don't remember, getting assaulted or whatever, but they said they had an eyewitness that saw it happen.
Listen, the man went to trial. The man, many lawsuits have got thrown out. I don't think one stuck yet, other than, of course, the Cassie joint. But in this country, after that, I don't give a fuck what say. Especially as a black man that done been through it so much. Once you're finished with the trial with those people, that I don't want to hear about nothing else. The nigga already done fucking did his trial. The nigga he's been in jail. He's doing his time. What the fuck else you want? Everything else that's said after that, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's it's
man.
it's, it's you know what you call it's moot. You know that word moot?
No, I haven't heard that word.
It's
Break it
called
down.
moot. It's a moot point. It doesn't really matter at this
Oh,
point.
um, man, yeah, 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 yeah. Um, you said like no, you don't feel like they just don't need any documentaries on this stuff. Is that you really
There's
feel like
already a
that?
gang of them. There's already a gang. I'm not saying that. The documentary came out. Look, he got that footage. So that footage made the documentary. I'm saying that.
Right.
But I knew, and I said it. I said Diddy's gonna sue and he's gonna win. He's gonna win because you cannot make a documentary and make money. They are making money from his likeness. It's not gonna fly. It's
Mm.
not gonna fly. They have shit that's called public, you get public shit. It's like when Kurt Barlow tells the stories, like, yeah, me and Diddy got one picture of him and Diddy, and then it's like, yeah, we used to ride bikes, and then it cuts to two other black kids riding the bikes. Like they're making the story with stock footage and trying to build it up. Okay, great. We knew about the shit that happened at the place when everybody got stomped and everything. Okay, cool. We knew about all this shit. This is the shit that we knew. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to paint everybody to hate Diddy because he never could get as big as Diddy, ever. He never was good with women like Diddy was, ever. And Diddy had one of his baby mothers. Remember when he was on the beach with her smiling, taking pictures of her? You know what I'm saying? That don't make him look right. And he's embarrassed. And that's why he's doing that to embarrass Diddy.
Right. Mm, okay. And so, last time I asked about it, so we talked about the never before seen footage, right? But then,
Mhm.
Lil Rod, he had they have the messages that Diddy was sending him constantly, like those messages were very manipulative and they were very weird, right?
Listen, again, messages can be doctored up. You know what I'm saying? Look, he should have paid Lil Rod his fucking money. Lil Rod was a producer. Stevie introduced him to Lil Rod. Lil Rod was just an amazing producer. Rod just went there to play music, but then, I know Lil Rod. Rod got caught up in that life too. See, these motherfuckers go up there and they get caught up in that life and they start smelling themselves. They start acting funny towards their friends because they now around Diddy and Diddy coming, what up, boss? It's a whole, but the problem is Diddy ain't paying these motherfuckers, and that's what the fuck is going on. And that's his fucking problem. Like you would think he would understand that by now. Motherfucker, you got all them fucking millions of dollars, pay people their money. and you wouldn't be in these situations. But that's where ego comes in. You know what I'm saying? His ego is too big. And motherfuckers want their money, and is it right? You don't know what fuck a woman scorn, a man scorn, anybody, human scorn about
Right.
their money, they'll do anything.
Yeah.
Real life.